Ha! Gotcha. You thought your microphone was broken. That was pretty funny. Whoo! That was a good one. Sometimes I crack myself up. All right, so today we're going to go over 7.5 factor x squared plus bx plus c. So, what does this mean? All right, we are going to try and separate this into two separate parts. So let's look at example 1. All right, example 1 says x squared plus 10x plus 16. So we're going to try and break this apart into two things so that when I multiply, I get that. So the reverse of what we've been doing. So the first thing we need to do is focus on this last number. And since we're talking about factors, who can give me two factors of 16? Oh, yes, Eric, 1 and 16. Oh. Any others? Tina? 2 and 8. Joe? Yes, Joe. 4 and 4. All right, so we got all of our factors here. 1 and 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. How do I know when to stop? Well, look, as this side goes up, this side goes down, and when they pass each other, I can stop. So now that I have the factors of 16, I'm looking for which pair of factors give me 10. So which one of these, when I add them, give me 10? Well, 1 and 16 is 17. 2 and 8 is 10. 4 and 4 is 8. So which one of these gives me 10? Yep, this one. So it's going to be x plus 2 times x plus 8. And I can always check my work by distributing that out. All right, so let's fill in our little note box right there. Okay, so our notes are x squared plus bx plus c, right, equals x plus p times x plus q, where, right, p plus q equals b, and p times q equals c, okay? So the example they give is x squared plus 6x plus 5. What does that factor to? Well, focus on 5, okay, this guy. What are the factors of 5? 1 and 5. When I add these, see how I get 6? So it's x plus 1 times x plus 5. And we're done. That's how it is. Now, I know I'm done because 1 plus 5 equals 6, and 1 times 5 equals 5. See that? Nice and easy. So let's look at the chickadee chick checkpoints. All right, so let's look at number 1. It says x squared plus 7x plus 12. So we're going to focus on the 12. What are my factors of 12? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Okay, and I can stop here because if I go to 4, it would be 4 and 3. It's the same thing as that. Now we're going to add these two, okay? So I have 13, 8, and 7. Now, which one of these gives me the middle term that I'm looking for? 3 and 4. So I have x plus 3 times x plus 4. And I'm done because 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 plus 4 is 7. There we go. Let's look at number 2. We're going to factor 8. 8 factors to 8 and 1 and 2 and 4. Which pair of these adds up to 9? Where you got, Savannah? Yep. 1 and 8. Now, how do I know which one goes first, which one goes second? It doesn't matter. They're both positive, so it doesn't matter. All right? I could have written it as x plus 8 and x plus 1, and we would have been good there. All right? All right. On a separate sheet of paper or something like that, we're going to take a little bit more notes, okay? So I wanted you to write down these. X squared plus bx plus c. X squared plus bx. Oh, now we're going to go minus bx plus c. X squared plus bx minus c, and x squared minus bx minus c. I want you to write those 4. Okay, and we're going to be talking about kind of rules and, I guess, patterns. So the first rule is when both of the signs, we don't really care what the numbers are. I only care about the signs. When I have a plus plus, this factors to x plus a number times x plus a number. Notice they're both pluses. Here, this is minus plus. This factors to x minus a number times x minus a number. So if the last term is a positive, my signs are the same. Now, you guessed it, if it's negative, my signs are different. But what's the difference between this one and this one? They both have a plus a number and minus a number, but the difference is this. This guy is the bigger of these two numbers. All right? So here, if the last term is negative, the bigger number is going to be positive, or in this case, the bigger number is going to be negative. Okay? So now we can go ahead and do example 2. All right, so we have 6 more questions to answer real quick. So we're going to do example 2. So it says x squared minus 5x plus 6. So because this followed my pattern of minus plus, okay, this is going to be, my two signs are negative, okay? So I already know it's x minus a number times x minus a number. Now I just have to figure out what it is. So let's look at this, okay? Let's break down 6 into 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Now, here, all right, because both my signs are negative, okay, when I combine these, all right, it's going to be negative 6 and negative 1, or negative 2 and negative 3, because those signs are negative. Do you see that? So negative 1 plus negative 6 is negative 7. That's not it. Negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. So there you go. All right, so that's how we do these. We use those patterns to help me out. Now number 3 in our checkpoint says x squared minus 8x plus 15. So let's break down 15. We already know it's going to be x minus times x minus because it's minus plus. So we have 1 and 15. 2 doesn't go into it, so we're going to go to 3, 3 and 5. Now, minus, 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 minus. Which one of these gives me 8? Yep, you guessed it. Minus 3, minus 5. Negative 3 times negative 5 is 15. Negative 3 plus negative 5 is negative 8. Three more. You guys all thought I left you. Number 4. X squared minus 7x plus 10. Minus plus factors to minus, minus. Now we just have to fill in the blanks. What are my factors of 10? All right. So negative 1, negative 10, negative 2, negative 5. Because of this, now we're going to combine them. Which one of those can give me 7? Yep, you guessed it. 2 and 5. Now we got switching the, what do you guys say? Flipping the switch. That's right, just like the TikTok videos. All right, here we go. Now we're going to do example 3. It says x squared plus 3x minus 10. Now we know, because it's plus minus, this last sign is negative, we know it's going to be plus a number and minus a number. And I know, because this is positive, that this is my bigger number. So let's do the factors of 10, 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Now, here's the trick. Because they're opposite sides, I have to do plus 1 minus 10, and I have to do a minus 1 and a plus 10. So I have to put the negative with both pairs of numbers. Plus 2 minus 5, minus 2 plus 5. So which one of these 4 could give me positive 3? Well, 1 plus negative 10 is 9. This would be 9 as well. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative here. We're just trying to get a 3, and then we can work from there. 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3. Okay, so we're close. Negative 2 plus 5, there it is. That's 3. So the 5 goes here. In this case, order matters. 5 has to go here. Because remember, my bigger number goes with the positive, and 2 goes with the negative. Just like my signs there. Now, let's do number 5. All right, because this is negative, we know it's going to be x plus a number and x minus a number. I also know that the bigger number has to be with a positive because that's positive right there. So let's break down 14. 14 could be, well, let's think about it because we're going to have pluses and minuses here. You could have a positive 1 and a minus 14, or you could have a minus 1 and a positive 14. You could have a positive 2 and a negative 7. We could have a negative 2 and a positive 7. So which one of these could give me a 5? Michaela? Yes, this one at the bottom. Thank you. So 7 goes here, and the 2 goes there. All right, last but not least, we got Mason. Mason. Let's look at x squared plus 4x minus 21. So we know it's going to be x plus a number, x minus a number, because plus minus, my bigger number has to go here. So 21, let's break it down. We have 1 and 21. All right, so I got to make one positive and one negative. And then I have 3, negative 7, negative 3, and positive 7. So which one could give me 4? Well, this gives me negative 20. That gives me positive 20. So Mason, which one do you think it is? Very good, Mason. This one. There we go. All right. Good luck. Let me know what you need.